play golf, you've probably seen this firsthand. Someone upgrades their driver, someone replaces their irons, someone cleans out their garage, and suddenly there's a pile of perfectly usable clubs that aren't getting touched anymore. What most people don't realize is that those clubs are still worth real money. So in this video, we're breaking down how to flip used golf clubs for profit. One of the most underrated side hustles out there. It combines bargain hunting, basic cleaning, and understanding a niche market that already exists and isn't going anywhere. What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we focus on realistic side businesses that real people can start. This isn't about guessing trends or chasing hype. This is about stepping into a market that's been around for decades and learning how to operate inside it as a beginner. So by the end of this video, you'll understand where people source used clubs, what actually makes a club valuable, how to clean and present inventory, and how everyday individuals, not big companies, are making consistent money flipping golf gear. Why flipping golf clubs actually works. Golf equipment is a little different from most consumer products. Clubs don't become useless overnight. A driver from 5 or even 10 years ago can still perform extremely well for most golfers. And because golf is already expensive, there's always demand for quality gear at a discount. This creates a perfect resale environment. Golfers upgrade often. Used clubs still perform well. Buyers trust known brands. Shipping is manageable. You're not convincing people to buy something that they don't want. You're offering them a cheaper way to get equipment that they were already looking for. This isn't a fringe idea either. There are entire businesses built on this model. Real case study, Second Swing Golf. Proof this is a real industry. One of the clearest examples that flipping used golf clubs works at scale is Second Swing Golf. Second Swing didn't start as a flashy tech company or a massive chain. It started as a business built around a simple idea. Golfers upgrade their equipment constantly, and those old clubs still have value. They buy clubs from golfers, evaluate condition, clean and refurbish them, and resell them to players who want quality equipment without paying full retail prices. Over time, they refined grading systems, pricing accuracy, and customer trust. Today, Second Swing operates multiple retail locations and one of the most respected online used club marketplaces in golf. But at its core, it's the same model you're learning here, just at scale. That's important because it proves something critical. This market is real, mature, and trusted. You don't need to be Second Swing to make money. So here's the part that matters for you beginners out there. You're not trying to build a national retailer. You're doing the small version of what companies like Second Swing do. Buying undervalued clubs, presenting them well, and reselling them at fair market prices. And thousands of individuals already do exactly that. Real case study. Solo sellers on SidelineSwap. A platform that shows this clearly is SidelineSwap. SidelineSwap isn't dominated by big retailers. It's full of individual sellers flipping sports gear from their garages, spare rooms, or small storage units. Golf clubs are one of the most active categories on the platform. Many successful sellers there specialize in specific brands like Titleist or Ping, focus on drivers, wedges, or iron sets. Buy locally and resell nationally. Turn inventory over consistently instead of chasing huge margins. So what makes this so beginner friendly is that buyers come to SidelineSwap specifically looking for used sport gear. You don't have to educate the customer. They already understand the value. This shows you don't need a website, a storefront, or wholesale accounts. You just need knowledge and consistency. The lowest barrier entry point, garage sales and Facebook Marketplace. So beyond platforms, there's an even more grassroots level to this. There are countless real examples of individuals who buy clubs at garage sales for $5 to $20, find sets at thrift stores or estate sales, pick up undervalued listings on Facebook Marketplace, flip those same clubs online for $60 to $150. These aren't rare wins. They're repeatable patterns. Most sellers focus on recognizable brands, Titleist, TaylorMade, Callaway, Ping, and avoid obscure no-name clubs. They clean them up, take good photos, write honest descriptions, and let the market do the rest. For many golfers, this side hustle starts as a way to fund new gear and turns into a steady resale operation. Step 1, learning the market. This is where profit comes from. So the most important skill in flipping golf clubs isn't cleaning or shipping. It's knowing what's worth buying. You need to understand club categories like drivers, irons, wedges, and putters, major brands and their popular models, rough resale ranges for common clubs. Now, this doesn't happen overnight. Most flippers spend time browsing sold listings on eBay, SidelineSwap, and Facebook Marketplace just to learn pricing patterns. Once you know that a certain Ping iron set usually sells for $300, spotting one listed for $100 becomes obvious. That's where profit lives. Step 2, sourcing inventory without overpaying. Inventory sourcing is where beginners either win or struggle. Thrift stores and garage sales are great because sellers often don't know what they have. Secondhand sports stores are more consistent but offer smaller margins. Online marketplaces allow negotiation if you're polite and informed. Some flippers build relationships with local golf shops or instructors who know when people trade in gear. Others watch seasonal patterns. Spring and early summer are prime buying and selling windows. The key is patience. You don't need to buy everything you see. You only need to buy things you know will sell. Step 3, evaluating clubs like a buyer would. So before you buy a club, inspect it like a customer would. Minor cosmetic wear is fine. Structural damage is not. So check the club face, the grooves, the shaft, and the grip. Loose heads or rattles are red flags. Grips matter more than beginners expect. Bad grips lower perceived value fast. Authenticity matters too. Counterfeits exist, especially for popular drivers. So buying from reputable sources and learning brand-specific details reduces risk. Step 4, cleaning and presentation, where value is created. So most used clubs don't need restoration. They need cleaning. Warm water, mild soap, a soft brush, and a towel go a long way. Clean the grooves, wipe down the shaft, freshen grips if possible. Even a small effort here can increase value significantly. This is where small sellers compete with big retailers. Clean, honest presentation builds trust. Step 5, pricing and listing strategically. Pricing should be based on sold listings, not asking prices. List where your buyer already is. eBay offers scale, Facebook Marketplace avoids fees. SidelineSwap attracts the right audience. Good photos matter here. Clear lighting, multiple angles, honest descriptions. Buyers want confidence. When buyers trust the listing, sales happen faster. Step 6, shipping without losing money. So golf clubs are long but not super heavy. Packaging matters. Use proper boxes, secure the club head, and prevent movement. Compare shipping rates and always factor shipping into pricing decisions. Insurance is worth it for higher value items. Many flippers lose money by underestimating shipping. Once you dial this in, margins stabilize. Step 7, building reputation and scaling slowly. So reputation compounds. Positive feedback leads to faster sales and higher prices. Communication matters. Resolve issues calmly. Treat this like a business, even if it's just a side hustle. As confidence grows, many sellers expand into golf bags, shoes, apparel, training aids, but clubs remain the core profit driver for most. The big picture. So flipping golf clubs works because it's not new. It's an existing industry with space for individuals. Businesses like Second Swing Golf prove the model at scale. Platforms like SidelineSwap prove individuals can compete. Garage sale flippers prove the barrier to entry is low. You're not inventing demand, you're just tapping into it. So flipping used golf clubs is one of the few side hustles where knowledge beats money. You don't need huge capital, you don't need volume. You need patience, pricing awareness, and consistency. So start small, learn the market, reinvest profits. And over time, what starts as a hobby can turn into a reliable income stream. And if you want to get started with any tools or products that we recommend to run such a business, you'll find links for them down in the description below. And these are affiliate links, which means we earn a small commission when you use them at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using them, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on Side Hustle Mastery, we explore a wide range of side hustle ideas, strategies, and tips to help you make an extra income. So be sure and subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you here in the next video.